Good morning. I think it's still, yeah, well, it's afternoon. We're right on the cusp. Say hi to Cooper behind me. I wanted to do this pretty quickly because I just cut this. Today I'm going to do, this is off of my huge monster aloe vera plant. And I'm going to try and see what happens whenever we just transplant the stalk and see if it will grow. If it does, great. If it don't, we know it doesn't work. You see the yellow, first I want to talk to you about, see that yellow stuff that's coming off? If you're going to ingest it, it is advisable to soak it in something to get soil out with, in water to get that yellow out. I can't, the name of the chemical is Aloe or something of that nature. It will make you sick. At the very least, it will clean you out. It will give you diarrhea. Some people ingest it for that purpose. They ingest it every 3 months to basically give themselves a at-home, get ready for a colonoscopy issue deal. I ain't feeling that. Hello, Mr. Sarge. We'll take just a second. Introduce you. Say hi, Sarge. This is my Sarge. He came to live. This is the last cat that we adopted. He's part Maine Coon, and he's supposed to be a whole lot bigger than he is. But he has some respiratory issues that stunted his growth. He and I bonded instantly. And part of the reason why he came home with me, he's a rag doll. I mean, he's just how you see me put him down. He's just like, okay, flop over. We'll talk about envy at the same time. Now, one thing that you probably already know, I've had this for quite a while because this is what I use in the lemon tree and what I use in the aloe vera plants. It's not organic, just because I've had it for so long, but I didn't really do organic. But this is cactus, palm, and citrus potting mix. It's more loomy and loose than what the other potting mix is. And speaking of organic, there's a little bit about that is going to change as far as I'm concerned, just simply because there's some things it's just not what it's cracked up to be. I'm sorry, I'm measuring a pot, see, that has water in it while I'm doing this. Bear with me because I don't know what attacked my family in the last couple of weeks, but we've had about 3 or 4 different viruses. Now the cat's attacking random things in the house. And I am still recovering from the last one, plus an accumulation of, I'm going to tell you, if you don't stay on top of animal hair, and you have multiple animals like I do, and you have a couple of weeks like we've had, catching up is a booger. And that's just all I'm going to say, because it's just, you wouldn't believe. Anyway, I meant to do this before I started the video because I wanted to have this opened and kind of forgot. So just bear with me. We're 4 minutes into this. I'm sorry, guys. Sarge and Cooper got my thoughts all messed up. Anyway, yeah, we're going to bathe the cat. I didn't put any water down here, so I'll just water it once. And once again, I'm throwing stuff on the floor. I did harvest the monster. I'm just going to take that. See, it's got a kind of angly point. And this is one of those things that I've seen done. I think it's on, what is it? Blossom or Tasty or something like that. I'm going to try it with a pineapple top too. So So I'm going to kind of, you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm kind of packing the soil loosely around just so it holds it up. And we're just going to see what happens. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, I'm out nothing. Because, you know, I have the monster aloe vera plant. Excuse me, that at some point, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the first of the year on separating. Aloe vera plants will multiply on their own, and I'm looking at doing that with the monster aloe vera plant soon, because I've got maybe, I can count 5 different plants and they're choking each other out. So I need to pull at least some of them out. I had no idea when I first started growing this one. I knew that it would grow big, but I didn't know that it would grow as big as it has and that it would never stop. I will do a video on harvesting aloe vera soon. And if you can see behind me on top of my toaster oven, I'm using the lids that I got from Amazon yesterday. Is where we're at with them. Anyway, I'm going to take this pot real quick, fill it up with dirt, and transplant. Shh. This is Ian's. He doesn't want it to grow bigger. But it has to grow bigger. So, we're just going to do this really quickly. And I'm going to share with you, I talked to you about, I'm making my own apple cider vinegar. For some reason, I'm like way over. Don't know. I promise you, the insanity that you see behind me is actually less than what it has been. It makes me very self-conscious. But we are slowly using up stuff since organized the pantry. And still have more organization to go, but putting stuff out, duplicates of stuff, it's getting used up. So that's kind of the best that we got for now. And again, have 2 families, 1 house, 3 generations, and it just is what it is. And we're just going to take this out. Oh, I didn't realize that was in a second pot. So we'll take it out of the second pot. And I apologize for the problems with yesterday's video. It took me forever to upload it. It seems like anytime that I have to do anything with iMovie, it's just a bear. And part of it is because I don't have enough space on my iPad or my phone to actually do that. So yeah, it kind of is. Anyway, I had actually done 2 videos yesterday, the one that went up and then the one that I had to delete. I had to delete because filming it straight on the iPad got full. And it stopped in the middle of everything. And then I had to go back and delete so that it would upload the one part, because part of it I had talked about my other cat, Princess. And I kind of told you her story, which I'll just retell you. In 2007, I adopted our female cat, Princess, and her brother, Simon. Simon was a lot like Sarge, and I forgot, before I go any further, the reason why Sarge was adopted, he was adopted in 2012, not long after my dad after we were told that the cancer was back, and it was stage 4, and all that good stuff. whenever I encountered him, I wasn't looking to get any more animals. We just instantly bonded, and when I seen his name was Sarge, that was it. He had to come home with me. And I still actually wasn't going to get him. But as you can see, he made it home with me. He was, like I said, he was supposed to be a humongous cat, but he has respiratory issues, so that and something else stunted his growth. But anyway, back to Princess, because what I talked to you about yesterday that I thought was going to happen today actually happened yesterday. And I'll post a picture on Twitter, because I don't think I'm going to put it on this one. Princess got a new home. Since Simon died in 2012. Yeah, Simon died in 2012. I might have to check my dates again. He might not have come till 2014. Yeah, he didn't come till 2014. That's right. I'm sorry. Anyway, so we adopted Princess and Simon. She's a long-haired cat, and she's white and black. Simon was the same. When Simon suddenly became ill in 2012, and within 24 hours of him becoming ill, we had to put him down. He had crystals in his urinary tract. They were horribly big. His prognosis was bad. He would suffer, and it would get worse. So we opted to go ahead and put him down. I have not really gotten over it, and she really has not. And it's to the point to where we have to either have eyes on her when she's out, or she has to be in a kennel, or contained with the litter pan close, because she'll break training right, left, and sideways. So for the longest time, it was the only thing that we had was a super large dog crate, and it created two problems. One, there wasn't a whole lot of room. Two, there was just that's the kennel. That's actually Cooper's kennel. So if there was a situation where I needed to kennel both of the dogs, I couldn't. Cinda always has Puppy Joe. That's what we call our kennel. It's her safe space. It's never been a naughty place for her. It's her safe space. But for so long, we had to keep her in there, and even when we would let her out, I have cat doors in my half bathroom on both sides. Would let her out to kind of mingle with the other cats like she used to do. She does not want to do it. She pretty much will flat not do it. So she'll hide behind the toilet. That's about it. Now and again, she would go in and get on, like, maybe my daughter's bed or something like that. Invariably, she would pee. So we ended up getting the bigger cage. When we went to get their food this time, where we buy our animal food, had animals for adoption, and they had these great big cages that had three tiers, and like a little hammock thing, and more room for toys and stuff like that. So there was actually somebody that we could ask, and the two thoughts collided. So we asked. They didn't sell them there, but they said Amazon has it. So I was like, okay. So I came home and ordered her cage, and it's wonderful. It's amazing. She's still hanging out at the very bottom of it, next to the litter pan, in between her food. Her food and water dishes hang on the side of the cage now, which gives her more room. There's more room just in the kennel versus what was going on before. So that makes me uber happy. She's got room to move around. Hopefully she will take advantage of that. What you hear is Cinda coming through. Apparently cats and kale don't work. Gabriel ate kale this morning out of the garden. Naughty cat. He either didn't like it or it didn't stay where he put it. We'll just put it that way. Okay, so we're going to let this be this video. And that's all that I got, except for Princess got a new cage. And I'm so happy. And we're going to test the aloe vera plants. This one is Ian's, and it's in its new home, so it can grow bigger. And this is the new one that we're going to see if it will grow roots. If it does, great. If it doesn't, oh well. Anyway, remember, I am the mayor's daughter. I love y'all oh so very much. Have a super wonderful day. I will see you